Tiger Moth Plain evokes romance, history, classic design, power and passion, all elements found in great wines. And at the old Bridgepath Airport near Hastings, Alpha Domus is doing just that, soaring to great heights in the wine game.
So Paul, you know, Alpha Domus was kind of wacky. It's kind of unusual in terms of a brand name. Can you tell me how on earth you came up with that name?
Someone came up with the idea that the names made up the word Alpha.
The names of?
Antonius, my father, Leonardo, my mother, myself, and younger brothers Henry and Anthony.
Okay.
And that makes up Alpha, and Domus is house in Latin.
Oh, very good. Those aren't your common garden variety English names, are they?
No, my parents came to New Zealand from the Netherlands back in the early 60s.
Rightio.
They established seedling nursery.
Seedlings for what?
Home gardens.
Home gardens,
yes,
okay.
Yeah. And that nursery is still operating back in Palmerston North.
Right.
So my brother operates that, Henry, and I run the winery here.
So from growing seedlings and things for people's home gardens to suddenly getting into the wine game, it's a big leap, isn't it? Or not so much?
It was actually a natural fit.
Okay.
It went well. We were looking to diversify. We enjoyed wine, and coming from the Manawatu, it's only a 2-hour drive, so we were able to establish the vineyards here and get the operation running.
So when you first planted, what varieties did you put in the ground?
Basically what we've done is we've gone for the varietals that work best here, and that's the Bordeaux varietals, certainly, but also Syrah now.
Now, yeah, I was going to say Syrah is something that Alpha Domus is getting a bit of a name for.
Yeah. This is the Barnstormer Syrah, 2010.
Right, well, I'm going to open it if you don't mind.
You open it, I'll hold the glasses.
And now, this wine won a very special award, didn't it, recently?
Yes, it got Reserve Champion Wine of the Show at the recent Mercedes Wine Awards.
Yep. Oh, it's very lifted, very, very fragrant.
It's the key to our wines, and that's balance. One of the reasons why it's got the aromatics that you're picking up in there is because when we ferment this wine, we put some Viognier skins in there, and the Viognier gives it a lift. It just lifts all the aromas and the flavours. The two of them, they go hand in hand.
OK, so you've got a great piece of land.
Yeah.
You've got brilliant wines, of course, that come from it, but there's got to be another reason for being so successful.
Well, there's a couple of reasons, actually. One is...
First of all, pop that on the fence first before you tell me.
Yeah, it's starting to get a bit heavy in your hand. I think, firstly, it's the vision of the family to actually come here and find the land, and along with that vision, it was persistence. And then along the way, we couldn't have done it without a great team of people, well-educated and completely devoted to making Alpha Domus a success.
For example, here's Darren, the viticulturalist, busy at work in the vineyard.
Darren, mate, I know times are tough, but you hardly have to start digging your own grave yet.
I don't know about digging my own grave. I'm trying to hunt for a bit of buried treasure down in here.
Love this. Look at it. It's so fine. Really fine red silt. It's amazing, though, when you look at it. You've got about sort of 20, 30 centimetres of this sort of dusty topsoil, and then it's all just stones.
This area in the Bridgepath Triangle has got a distinctly different soil profile.
Right, OK, so as opposed to places like, say, the Timata zone or the Gimlet Gravels and other kind of surrounding areas. So what is that makes it so different, that makes it so good for growing grapes?
They're pretty special. They're pretty special. That base layer down in there, which is just red metal, is very, very free draining.
OK.
The topsoil gives us enough depth for soil moisture capacity.
When it comes to things like sustainability, I notice you've got a sign out the front gate saying, you know, certified sustainable vineyards.
Alpha Domus has been being part of the Sustainable Wine Growing Group for a long time. They've been one of the first vineyards and wineries to be accredited in the...
You were one of the first?
Yeah, I think we've got a number 6 on our sign, on our winery sign as being the 6th one.
So what is it about being amongst the vines that you love so much?
Wow, look at this. This is my office. We're a small team and we gel really, really well. I totally rate what Kate does in the winery, and I know that the same sentiment is felt back towards me out here in the vineyard.
Kate Galloway is the winemaker here, and she's determined to build on their reputation for crafting wines that stand the test of time, something we'll prove by tasting the Aviator. Not just the 2009, but Kate has got a bottle of 1998 decanted for us to try as well. This classic Bordeaux blend is so beautifully built, but you'll have to hunt high and low to get hold of a bottle of this these days.
It's just gorgeous, the Aviator 09.
It's Cabernet Sauvignon dominant with Cabernet Franc, Merlot and Malbec. So always Cabernet Sauvignon dominant. We believe that the Cabernet Sauvignon gives it the lovely backbone and the ability to age well.
So how did you come to be at Alpha Domus?
I was working in Châteauneuf-du-Pape and my contract there was finishing, so I made a wish list of where I wanted to work and what I wanted to do, as you do. And part of it was I wanted to work at a family winery and somewhere small, and having worked at the Bridgepa Triangle before, I really was very keen to come back to this this region.
But where are you from? Because clearly you're a Kiwi.
Yeah, I'm from Hamilton, actually.
Oh, well.
I'm a Waikato girl.
The differences between the two wines are incredible. It's amazing how a little bit of age can make a wine more mellow and elegant.
Spice in there, vanilla and clove.
Definitely the clove. And like I say, there's that licorice, just that hint of anise. Gosh, that 98. And 98 was such a monster vintage, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was fantastic.
It was really hard to get anything wrong.
But 2009, of course, was another fantastic vintage for Hawke's Bay.
It's just so elegant.
With a long family history of growing things, Paul can't help himself and has a little hobby garden from which he's gathering lunch for the whole Alpha Domus team, including his daughter Beatrix and his dad Antonius.
Hello, B. Hello. This is all a bit nice. And so where does the love of wine come into it?
Well, we had the nursery, and as we were packing the plants and everything, then on Sunday I said to the boys and to Leia, I said, we're going to grow this. And then the boys said, go and find a piece of land.
That simple?
Yes, and we just let the boys do the rest.
Very wise choice. Beatrix, do you think your granddad made a good decision?
Very good decision.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, because I love living at the vineyard. It's really good. Yeah. I helped working out in the vineyard. The past holidays, I helped with the young vines out there, and it was really good. And I got some money.
You got some money? I was going to say, did they pay you?
Yeah.
Can't do it for nothing.
And clearly, Alfie's enjoying the country air.
Yes, we got home a couple of years ago, and he just loves it.
What's not to love?
Right, has everybody got full plates? There's food everywhere.
Have you got full glasses?
Has everyone got something to put in their glass and raise up? I want to say thank you so much for inviting me here. Kate, you've done a great job with the wines. Paul, Catherine, Ton, cheers. Great afternoon.
Cheers, Yvonne.
Cheers. Cheers to everyone down there.
Cheers, everyone.